Hello, everyone, and a warm welcome. In this video presentation, I'll explore essential multiple choice questions, MCQs, from Unit 5 of the JKSSB Female Supervisor Exam, specifically focusing on growth and development. Dear viewers, I also encourage you to study the detailed theory behind these MCQs through internet searches. For MCQs on other topics, don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel. Let's attempt to solve some important MCQs one by one, focusing on the topic growth and development. Question 1. Which term refers to the physical changes that occur over time in the size and shape of the body? A. Growth. B. Development. C. Maturation. D. Evolution. The correct answer to question 1 is option A. Growth. Question 2. At what stage of development do individuals experience rapid physical and sexual maturation, typically occurring during adolescence? A. Infancy. B. Childhood. C. Adolescence. D. Adulthood. The correct answer to question 2 is option C. Adolescence. Question 3. In the context of human development, what does the term maturation refer to? A. Physical growth. B. Emotional development. C. Socialization. D. Readiness for specific tasks or functions. The correct answer to question 2 is option D. Readiness for specific tasks or functions. Question 4. What term is used to describe the orderly and sequential changes that occur over the lifespan? A. Maturation. B. Learning. C. Development. D. Adaptation. The correct answer to question 4 is option C. Development. Question 5. Which term refers to the process of physical changes in the body such as height, weight, and muscle development? A. Cognitive development. B. Maturation. C. Physical growth. D. Emotional intelligence. The correct answer to question 5 is option C. Physical growth. Question 6. What is the term for the ability to understand and navigate social situations, including relationships and group dynamics? A. Emotional intelligence. B. Socialization. C. Cognitive development. D. Maturation. The correct answer to question 6 is option B. Socialization. Question 7. Which type of development involves changes in intellectual abilities, memory, problem solving, and language? A. Cognitive development. B. Emotional development. C. Social development. D. Physical development. The correct answer to question 7 is option A. Cognitive development. Question 8. During which stage of Erikson's psychosocial development do individuals typically experience the challenge of generativity versus stagnation? A. Early adulthood. B. Middle adulthood. C. Late adulthood. D. Adolescence. The correct answer to question 8 is option B. Middle adulthood. Question 9. The concept of nature versus nurture refers to the debate about the relative influence of A. Genetics and environment. B. Physical and cognitive development. C. Early and late adulthood. D. Individual and societal factors. The correct answer to question 9 is option A. Genetics and environment. Question 10. What term refers to the ability to recognize, understand, and manage one's own emotions as well as the emotions of others? A. Emotional intelligence. B. Social development. C. Emotional regulation. D. Psychosocial development. The correct answer to question 10 is option A. Emotional intelligence. Question 11. Which of the following is not a principle of growth and development? A. Development is continuous. B. Development is directional. C. Development is irreversible. D. Development is universal. The correct answer to question 11 is option C. Development is not irreversible. Some changes that occur during development, such as learning a language, cannot be undone. Question 12. Which of the following is not a factor that influences growth and development? A. Heredity. B. Environment. C. Culture. D. Nutrition. The correct answer to question 12 is option C. Culture is a factor that influences development, not growth. Question 13. What is the term for the ability to understand and share the feelings of another person? A. Empathy. B. Sympathy. C. Altruism. D. Compassion. The correct answer to question 13 is option A. Empathy. Question 14. The concept of scaffolding in cognitive development is closely related to the ideas of A. Piaget, B. Erikson, C. Vygotsky, D. Kohlberg. The correct answer to question 14 is option C. Vygotsky. Question 15. Which factor is considered a primary influence on language development in children? A. Genetics. B. Cultural background. C. Socioeconomic status. D. All of the above. The correct answer to question 15 is option D. All of the above. Question 16. Freud's psychosexual stages include which of the following? A. Trust versus mistrust. B. Industry versus inferiority. C. Oral, anal, phallic, latency, genital. D. Autonomy versus shame and doubt. The correct answer to question 16 is option C. Oral, anal, phallic, latency, genital. Question 17. Which of the following is not a characteristic of the cephalocaudal principle of development? A. Growth proceeds from the head to the toes. B. Growth proceeds from the center of the body to the periphery. C. Growth proceeds from the general to the specific. D. Growth proceeds in a spiral fashion. The correct answer to question 17 is option D. Growth does not proceed in a spiral fashion. Question 18. Which of the following is not a characteristic of the proximodistal principle of development? A. Growth proceeds from the center of the body to the periphery. B. Growth proceeds from the head to the toes. C. Growth proceeds in a sequential fashion. D. Growth proceeds from the general to the specific. The correct answer to question 18 is option C. Growth does not proceed in a sequential fashion. Question 19. According to Erikson's psychosocial stages, what is the central conflict during the integrity versus despair stage? A. Autonomy. B. Intimacy. C. Ego integrity. D. Industry. The correct answer to question 19 is option C. Ego integrity. Question 20. Kohlberg's theory of moral development includes which of the following stages related to social contract and individual rights? A. Pre-conventional. B. Conventional. C. Post-conventional. D. Formal operational. The correct answer to question 20 is option C. Post-conventional. Question 21. What is the primary focus of the attachment theory proposed by John Bowlby? A. Cognitive development. B. Emotional bonds between caregivers and infants. C. Moral reasoning in adolescence. D. Identity formation in early adulthood. The correct answer to question 21 is option B. Emotional bonds between caregivers and infants. Question 22. Which term is used to describe the process of modifying existing cognitive structures to incorporate new information? A. Assimilation. B. Accommodation. C. Internalization. D. Socialization. The correct answer to question 22 is option B. Accommodation. Question 23. According to Vygotsky, what is the role of the zone of proximal development in learning? A. It represents the stage of formal operational thinking. B. It identifies critical periods for language acquisition. C. It indicates the range of tasks a learner can perform with assistance. D. It focuses on individual moral development. The correct answer to question 23 is option C. It indicates the range of tasks a learner can perform with assistance. Question 24. The stranger anxiety observed in infants is typically associated with which stage of development? A. Infancy. B. Toddlerhood. C. Preschool age. D. School age. The correct answer to question 24 is option B. Toddlerhood. Question 25. According to Piaget, what is the term for the ability to understand that objects continue to exist even when they cannot be seen? A. Object permanence. B. Conservation. C. Egocentrism. D. Reversibility. The correct answer to question 25 is option A. Object permanence. Question 28. What is the primary focus of the social learning theory proposed by Albert Bandura? A. Cognitive development. B. Observational learning and modeling. C. Psychosexual stages. D. Immoral reasoning. The correct answer to question 26 is option B. Observational learning and modeling. Thank you everyone. Don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel Education and Teacher Education at Shoki Bilal.